Well, big news for True Blue fans. UK football loses two top assistants after beating South Carolina on senior night. BBN Tonight's Maggie Davis joins me now. Maggie, there is so much to talk about, so let's start with football. Kentucky getting a win on an emotional end to what's been a really unusual season.
Well, you said it, Jennifer, unusual and emotional. I mean, just the thought of playing 10 SEC games is so daunting. It's been exhausting for this program to deal with throughout this season. And then the emotional toll that this team has had to deal with as well. Of course, losing John Schlarman and Chris Oates with dealing with his medical issue. They have been through so much this season. I'm so glad that these guys got to go out on a high note, especially the seniors who have been involved in this program for so long. To go out like this was really good to see.
It was so nice to be able to see them be able to celebrate, especially at the end of the regular season. And now we're hearing Mark Stoops has said they will be playing in a bowl game. But then less than 24 hours after that game, we find out that offensive coordinator Eddie Gran and quarterback coach Darren Hinshaw are out. So what are you hearing about their replacements and the process, the search process?
Well, Mark Stoops says that process is getting started immediately. I'm sure they've been working on it now since that announcement became official last night. Stoops says he really wants to bring someone in who can help this offense be a little bit more balanced. He wants them to come in and be able to throw the ball and run the ball. I think that's important for the future of this program. And I think that's what he's really going to be looking for going forward. He did also mention that it will be hard to completely switch that in just one season. You can't go from this run-dominated offense straight into an offense that's going to throw the ball so much, but I think he's going to look for someone who's able to mix it up a little bit more than they have in previous years. So I'm excited to see who he's going to bring in. I don't know how long it will take for us to hear that decision, but I think it'll probably be sooner than later, especially with signing day coming up on the 16th.
All right, we're showing UK basketball video there, so let's talk about Coach Cal's Cats. Boy, are they struggling right now. 1-3 for the first time in 20 years at UK.
Yeah, that was not a good way to end a good weekend. I mean, we see the football team win, and then we see the men's basketball team just get blown out by a pretty bad Georgia Tech team. They had not won a game this season, and then they absolutely dominated Kentucky last night. Turnovers again, a huge problem for the Wildcats. 21 turnovers. Georgia Tech scored 33 points off those mistakes. Coach Cal was not happy after the game, neither were the players, and honestly, they have a lot to work on. I think going into this game, we expected to see a little bit more shooting struggles. We wanted to see them do better from the three-point line, and they did, but we saw a lot of other problems sort of arise. This team is really struggling with just team chemistry right now, and they're still looking for that offensive identity. That's what they need to work on to improve this season. I mean, 1-3 is not a good way to start, and it's not getting easier. Next 3 Saturdays, they have games against Notre Dame, UCLA, and then Louisville. So for this team, they really need to kick things into high gear, and they need to do it quickly, Jennifer.
Yes, Coach Cal has turned young teams around before. We'll see if he can do it again with this team. Hey, but guess what? True Blue fans had something to celebrate. The UK women are still undefeated, knocking off Indiana. So there's something good that we can talk about. And also, so Maggie, what's coming up tonight on BBN Tonight?
Well, we're going to talk about that women's game too. Like you said, that was one of the really bright spots of this weekend. They came back in the fourth quarter to beat a really good Indiana team. Of course, that is a game that Kentucky fans always want to win when the Hoosiers are involved. So that was exciting. Ryan Howard looked great. And we'll continue to break down this football news and last night's basketball game. We're bringing in Tom Leach and Jeff Pecora of the UK Sports Network. So we're going to break it all down, Jennifer. Thank you so much.
Maggie, it's great to have you. BBN Tonight, weeknights at 7:30 on LEX 18, your official UK station.